Oh yeah. You want a link to the stream, buddy?
Yeah,
You want a
buddy.
link? Alright, hold on. If it'll take me to the thing. Here you go, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. All right. To pee a butterfly.
I had to censor it. It forced me to censor it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Twitch is like that.
Just silly.
They're very silly. Uh, Wait, what is my desktop with so many icons with a check mark on it? What the hell?
Yeah.
Gosh dang, what a flipping Windows, what the hell?
Gusting mother flipping white beater.
It says it, what the hell? How do I get rid of this? Let me refresh. Oh, there you go. I fixed it. That was so weird. Just saying like all the icons have like a check mark underneath it.
Yeah, you love it.
Yeah, totally. It totally didn't throw me off for like a couple seconds. Alright, in the meantime, I'll open up Garf. I'll Garf it out. That sounded horribly wrong, actually.
You're gonna garf it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna Garf it out. I'm gonna Garf it out.
I sent a stream into like one of like the channel made specifically scenting for stream, and I got warned by the bot.
Damn, yeah.
The bot just had to warn me.
By the way, make sure the server is in America, not Europe.
Oh yeah. Why is it? It's
Yeah.
been doing that recently every time.
Yeah, I don't know why. That was just weird.
It keeps setting it to the other. If you set it to the other every time, it should not be. I can't understand it once accidentally getting like switched over somehow, but it just keeps happening consistently every episode.
It's just silly like that.
Monlo. And oh, where am I? I have my thing up and it. Oh, there it goes.
That was funny. To Pimp a Butterfly for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. Yep, it went back to Europe automatically.
Oh.
That's awesome.
There we go. I like how just so we saw a stream too, my fucking graphics driver wants to update. That's funny.
Yeah, it just knows.
It just knows.
It just knows.
Yeah.
Hello guys. Welcome to Garfield Kart Album Reviews, episode 79.
Yahoo!
We got a big one for us ahead, but first, previously on, we talked about, train again.
Oh yeah, California 37.
Yeah, how
That's
could you
the album
forget? You
covered.
were the one that suggested it.
That is true, but
You're,
I don't know why it just escaped my mind for some reason. But
you're the train
anyways,
guy.
I'm not the train guy. Yeah, you know I have a history with train as mentioned in the episode. No, I fucking hated what is it? Sammy San Francisco, the Golden Gate edition as a kid. I'm too lazy to tell the backstory, but you know.
Yeah, he just didn't like it, but now he's been more neutral. Now we just find these albums funny, so we decided to revisit to visit another one.
Yeah, and it was basically on the same level, though in some cases slightly better, in some cases a bit worse.
Yeah, it's kind of
Overall,
funny.
it was a little better. Yeah. There's like some good songs there, like two genuinely good songs,
but
but
there's
then it's
also
also
some
in the
worse
midst of
songs.
yeah, and also like actually like genuinely terrible songs.
Yeah.
I still think about that one bonus track that was made for a movie, and it sounded just like any other songs, and I just assumed it was like shoved for it was just made for the credit sequence, and oh, I was right.
We should watch that sometime.
Yeah, watch Abduction, because you know critics love it. Don't check it. But yeah, anyways, moving on.
Yeah, today we're gonna be talking about the #1 rated album on all of Rate Your Music.
And album of the year, actually.
Also, album of the year too. It's "To Pimp a Butterfly" by Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar, which we had, as you can see here, we had the censor in the title.
Yeah, at least on Twitch. I'm sure YouTube will be fine when like Josh uploads it into the mod channel, but for some reason they don't like Twitch doesn't not like the word pimp, so now it just says to pee a butterfly.
Yeah, we cannot put it in the title. We had to censor like the whole word.
Yeah, very unfortunate, but anyways, yeah, the #1 album about Rate Music and album of the year, at least in terms of user reviews, but yeah.
Yeah, and
Kendrick Lamar.
we've also been like decided to like check this out because, as you may know, I certain a lot of people here know about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef.
Yeah, a lot of people talked about it, but in short, you know, Kendrick and at least from my understanding, it's like Kendrick and Drake, you know, made some diss tracks. You know, there's like some. I actually watched a video that breaks down the whole thing. It's by Degenerosity. It's a really great video, and basically there was like some sneak disses around like, you know, actually Kendrick and Drake used to work together around 2011. Then around 2015, yeah, 2015, they dropped some like sneak disses at each other, and then around like it was around 2024 where things started to get heated because like in one track in the new Drake album, For All the Dogs, or yeah, For All the Dogs, I think. I feel like I'm gonna pull a Pyrocynical, mispronounce the fucking album names. But yeah, actually, yeah, it is For All the Dogs. Yeah, it's called First Person Shooter. J. Cole's just like, oh, the big three, you know, you, me, and Kendrick, and then Kendrick in another song. Um, it was in an album dedicated to just, you know, roasting Drake. Just be like, fuck the big three, it's the big me. It was actually something similar. And then that caused J. Cole to make a diss track on Kendrick, which I heard was garbage. Then you have what is it? I think Kendrick made it this on J. Cole. I'm not sure. I think it was on that same album they did with Metro Boomin, or as Pyrocynical likes to say, Metro's booming. And so yeah, where Drake comes in, he made a there's like a diss track. I think it's called Push Ups. Some say it was decent. Then you got another diss track from Drake, which I heard was like an AI diss track where he
Wait,
like AI's Tupac to
what the
like
fuck?
make it sound like it's dissing on Kendrick, which is just terrible.
What the fuck, actually?
Yeah, that's actually what happened. And then I know one of the big ones for Kendrick was Euphoria, which is like 6 minutes and like had a lot of good one-liners and shit. And then you have Drake dropping Family Matters. I think I may be getting the order wrong. I'm basing this off memory. I apologize. But then you have Meet the Grams dropped like an hour later, and it was so fucking brutal. God. And then Kendrick was like, "No, I'm not done yet," and then drops "Not Like Us" a day later.
I
So
mean,
yeah,
I'm mostly familiar with the last two, Meet the Grams
same.
and Not Like Us.
Same, but yeah, other than that. Oh yeah, I forgot Drake also made like this strike back, the Heart Part 6, which is just like 6 minutes of Drake going like, "Oh, I didn't do it, no." Basically, it's actually terrible. And the fucking pushback from both Not Like Us and Meet the Grams was so bad that Drake just deleted all his diss tracks on
Yeah,
Instagram.
didn't he, like,
Uh,
just do that very recently?
yeah, like very recently, like a couple days ago,
Yeah,
and
so,
also like
perfect
and also
timing.
like yeah, and also like his next musical step after that diss track was just making a cover of "Hey There Delilah" with some other artist. So it's just like the fuck. But yeah, that was a bit too long for that. We're focusing on Tibet Butterfly because we are pretty curious, and obviously we're not familiar on Kendrick Lamar, so let's go.
Yeah, album cover.
Album cover. Obviously it's incredibly iconic.
Yeah, it's really good too.
Yeah, I really like how it looks. Just you know, I feel like anyone can recognize it, even if they're like not into Kendrick or never even heard of Kendrick. 'Cause I feel like I've seen it like plenty of
Yeah,
times.
his album covers are like iconic now,
Yeah, it
and especially this one.
yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is like if there's like an album museum dedicated to like album covers, this would definitely be in it.
For sure.
And now moving on to the first track, which is Wesley's Theory featuring George Clinton and Thundercat.
Yeah, I forgot to pull up my notes. I don't feel like it doing it mid race, but
Oh
I do
no.
remember the songs pretty well here. So yeah, I remember. Yeah, it's kind of like I think for like the beginning here, it's supposed to like some like being landed like bit like the big guy on big guy on top, pretty much like a big
Yeah,
star, and just like. And it's just kind of like also just kind of like got him like not really caring because I remember it's like oh he has the I think it's like if I recall correctly it's just like oh he's like fucking the girl but he doesn't feel anything
Yeah,
It's kind of like it's none of that sort of thing, but it's done like really well still.
yeah, and also like it can also just be about like how racist American institutions are used to like exploit black creators for profits and all that shit.
Yeah.
Even like the title Wesley's theme refers to like I think Wesley Snipes and how he was arrested sometime for like tax evasion.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so that's like an interesting little factoid about it. But yeah, it's a really solid start. I'm like surprised.
Yeah, it's a very strong start. It's crazy, but it's really good. It does set the tone perfectly for the rest of the album.
Legit, yeah. I love it. It's really good.
You get like the basic idea of like a lot of the themes already.
Yeah. All right, next track for free interlude.
Yeah. The stick ain't free.
This dick ain't free. This one's fucking. Honestly, like, I didn't think it was gonna get crazier after this. After like the first track, I was just gonna like calm down a bit, but nah, man, it's gonna. He decided to go full on fucking jazz for this. It's fucking. It was crazy. I love it.
The stick ain't free.
This dick ain't free. Basically, it follows up the same ideas as with Wesley's theory, but again in like a more upbeat kind of way, quote unquote.
Yeah, you kind of like got it like, oh, just sawing him like big star again.
Yeah. And then you have the music video.
Yeah. Which is also pretty good.
Yeah. It's like a good mix of like silly but also kind of real, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's just kind of like what I was going for, like to start it off, because
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Next one is King Kunta.
yeah,
Yeah, this is the track where I like really started to see the hype.
yeah, for sure.
It's just like, oh yeah, yeah. Now I'm saying it, like, oh yeah. Not only is like a really good, not only is like Kendrick like a really good
What
rapper,
happened?
but it's also oh teleport moment. But yeah, not only is like Kendrick like a really good rapper, but he's also a really good lyricist. It's really
Yeah,
really good.
yeah.
This Go ahead.
It's kind of like not. You go ahead.
Oh yeah, but yeah, this one, at least what I can tell is like it's actually about like the negative effects one can have when attaining wealth, making it, and how that can
Yeah,
also be pretty much of a struggle.
suffering
Yeah,
success, but good.
yeah, suffering for success but good, especially when the sound gets like really personal later on, so it's like a really good like starting point pretty much for that
Yeah,
sort of thing. And that was a really best shot I tried to do.
yeah. It's just basically just like about like well, what just like
Yeah,
getting like super successful
yeah,
and it's kind of suffering from it.
yeah.
Like suffering from success, DJ Khaled.
Yeah. You also have the music. There's also a music video for it.
Yeah, it's also really good.
Yeah. I got Kendrick and his friends jamming along. They're jamming.
Yeah,
The streets of Compton.
they're jamming and also just kind of fits.
Yeah. Alright, then we got the next one, which is Institutionalized, featuring Bilal. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anna Wise and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, this one really just like focuses on like the institutionalize of like black rappers in the industry.
Yeah, especially when they actually do make it big.
Yeah, like Kendrick.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's a really really good structure. I really like it.
Yeah, it does.
Like it's got like a really good beat, and I do like the vocals and the chorus by I think it was Bilal. And like the vocal delivery sounding like cool, to portray like Kendrick's grandmother. You
Yeah.
know, she, basically like telling him, oh, you can't get shit done until you do it yourself, or as she said, until you wipe your ass.
So
it,
you
it,
wipe
it, it,
your
it's like fun. It's like it sounds funny, and to me at least, but it still does deliver like a really good message on that
yeah.
part.
It does. It's really good, and ironically, I really do like it.
Yeah, 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 for real.
I also want to mention how it has Snoop Dogg because now on the show he's had like literal two opposites in quality on the show.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because last time we talked about Snoop Dogg feature was in World Class Sex Signs by fucking Kid Rock.
Yeah, that's one of the worst songs on this entire show so far.
Yeah, like genuinely one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life. Like Kid Rock was terrible. Even Snoop Dogg was kind of terrible. It's just awful. But like obviously here is like really really good.
Yeah, he works well here.
Yeah, like it's not about a song about getting bitches and fucking sounding trying to sound so straight it makes you gay, but it's like an actual personal thing.
Yeah. Now I'm curious on listening to it on his actual albums and see how that's
Shit,
like.
shit, yeah, honestly, same. Now
Because
that
I've
you
never
mention
listened
him,
to one.
me neither. Like not at all. Like I've heard some of like his like standalone songs, but like just never a full album. So that should be fun someday. But anyways, yeah, I fucking love Institutionalized. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Next one is These Walls featuring Bilal, Analyze, and Thundercat.
Yeah, this one's really cool because it's like you got like for like a good chunk of the song you kind of like got building up like it's about sex and only sex, but
Yeah,
it's not about only sex.
yeah, it's a lot more than that. Like it's seriously the epitome of it got me in the first set. You got us in the first half. Not gonna lie, like it's
Yeah.
literally for a loop. First time listening to it. Like, oh, it's just like him fucking a woman, but then it becomes more grim, and it's just slowly reveals that, oh, no, the woman that he was fucking is like dating a dude and has kids, and the dude also like killed one of Kendrick's friends, so he like did the fucking as revenge. It's fucking crazy, especially when you get to like the outro of it all, which
Yeah.
sounds a lot more sinister. It's really really good.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like just kind of like trapped in like this big, big thing, and he's just like basically saying, "Oh, like go back, listen, listen to what I have
Yeah,
to say if you missed it."
yeah. It's it's fucking crazy. It's legit wild.
It's kind of brilliant, honestly.
Yeah, literally, honestly. Then you also have a music video, which is like 3 minutes longer than the studio version, the album version, which has its like own little story. Basically, it is the story of the song, just in a short film form.
Yeah, you get like the full. You even like get like the whole like talking like we just know what's going on. It's a
Yes.
really good music. It actually like uses the extra time that it like it's like way longer. The song's like a couple minutes longer than the other ones. We've been having that a lot recently, but like unlike those other songs, it actually uses it well
Yeah.
because it
And also you have
actually like
Terry Crews.
tells the story of the song.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it's the visual. It's a visual interpretation of the song. It's like, oh shit. It's really good. Again, like what Josh said, it uses its time really well, and also has Terry Crews.
Yeah. The
Yeah, really.
also
Mhm.
before while we're at the beginning here of the album here, I want to mention that I did hear like about like most people do like this but I've heard like a few like people just like kind of like ignore like after like the beginning part because they're just talking about sex, kind of missing the point.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's so unfortunate because yeah, that's like they're it's a really good, it's really good. It's like you're not paying attention to it.
Yeah. Like
Like
look, I
there's more
remember
to
like
it than
hearing
that.
like that about that before, and now like looking back on it, it's like damn. It kind of it kind of sounded a little dumb, but then like just finding out about like the actual album, it's just like damn, they completely misunderstood the album.
Yeah, it's just like wow, we can't be any more wrong. But yeah, anyways, next one is you.
Me?
The letter U. Yeah, the letter U.
Yeah,
And
this is kind of funny. We talked about Drake's diss tracks, but this is kind of like Kendrick basically doing a diss track for himself, kind of way,
yeah,
and it's like way
yeah.
better than anything Drake could do to him.
For real, but yeah, this one's basically like just more about like Kendrick's like struggles, his inner turmoil against himself, you know, basically blaming himself for the things happening in his life and all that crap. And it's done really, really well. All I put in my notes is "God damn it," but that's also because like it left me speechless.
Yeah,
It was
I honestly like as good as these tracks are, I was kind of like just speechless, kind of listening to. Part of it was like hard to rate notes because of it.
yeah, yeah. It cuts deep. Like holy shit.
Yeah, it's almost kind of like a turning point for like the album here. No.
Yeah, pretty much. Especially like when you get to like the second half where like his vocal delivery starts to like crack up and it sounds like he's gonna tear up. That one's like delivered really well.
Yeah. Oh, his vocal deliveries in this album are amazing.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a funny comparison. But it's like the opposite of Ronnie Radke, where where like Ronnie Radke tries to do like multiple vocal styles but all fail miserably. Kendrick in this album, and I'm sure with like other of his other music, has like multiple like vocal styles he does here, and it's like all done super well to convey the emotion in the song and whatever song he's trying to do. Which in this case it's like so the self-deprecation.
Yeah, and it does that really well here.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It again, it left me speechless first time listening to it. All right. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
the next song, the next song is all right.
Oh, I thought it was really good.
Yeah, same. It's more than all right.
It's way more than alright. Yeah, the song's also the song's also used in the video game Super Mario RPG. That's true.
Yeah, no community notes. That's true.
Yeah, no community notes must be true.
But no, for real. This one, at least from what I can go, basically like tackles the issues of police brutality amongst African Americans, which obviously it's like an ongoing issue. Oh, from this album, on the release of this album, and obviously, beyond that, and basically it just says like despite the struggles many face with it, and just with society in general. The song states that through solidarity, they're gonna be all right. And like what Pharrell Williams said in the chorus.
Yeah, it says that
Actually,
really well.
yeah, it is kind of a jump scare with Pharrell Williams like producing this track,
Yeah,
and
I'm because I'm like before this, I'm just kind of like used to him just having like super like upbeat tracks, and
yeah, like
it's kind of weird seeing him appear in an album like this.
yeah, he's like I always see him as a happy guy, and there's also like one other song he made for fucking Despicable Me 3. It was like the prison escape sequence. This is like Freedom. It also has like this upbeat tone, so it's like bing,
Yeah, and there's
bing, bing,
also
bing.
his appearance with Daft Punk earlier on the song. Get Lucky.
Oh
That's also
yeah,
another like really upbeat song.
yeah. Get Lucky and Lose Yourself to Dance. So it is kind of funny just seeing like here. But again, it's really well, so I don't mind it. So I don't mind it at all.
I
I just
don't
find
mind
it
it
really
at all.
funny.
I just find it really funny too. That the songs are great. I just find that really funny.
Yeah. And also, this one also has a music video.
Oh yeah, that one's really good.
Yeah. Minecraft Creative. You got Kendrick floating around. Minecraft Creative.
Yeah, he's floating around like he's in Minecraft Creative.
Yeah. But no, the music video is also really good.
Yeah, it says a lot of the themes there, and of just that song and just the album of it in a general.
Yeah. And I think here is like where he starts like reciting the a poem he wrote.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah. And that's gonna be revisited plenty of times for this album.
Yeah. But before we go into the next songs, I want to say I actually did originally first hear this song from like the Super Mario RPG video. That's the first time I listened to it.
Do you remember what you Do you remember what he thought of it
I
at
really like
first?
the even with the stupid suppose. But they like it even like better here, especially with like the music video.
Yeah. Actually, I think I remember I remember like seeing that snippet. I'm just like, damn, that sounds really good.
Yeah, I remember it's like really good from I saw like there's like the whole like thing like with that and just uploaded on there. It's just like the Mario RPG video. It's uploaded. There's like the full like entire song on there. That's what I swear
That's
out the
really
whole thing from that that one bit upload of it.
imagine just like Mortal Man, Paper Mario, or something.
The whole 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
really
god!
want to see that now.
I gotta make that for the just I need to see the 1,000 Year Door remake on there.
Please. That'd actually be super funny. But yeah, all right. It's a more than all right song. It's very good. Next one is For Sale interlude.
For sale into this.
Mm.
Oh yeah, this one's about like kind of like a comparison to like the devil and like it's kind of like selling out like your soul like for fame.
Yeah, he's using the concept of Lucifer for like his own character, which is just called Lucy. Basically, it's still going around his personal struggles of like attaining wealth and the negative stuff behind it. Again, it's really good and super
Yeah.
catchy.
Hold on, I gotta take off my sweatshirt. I'm fucking boiling.
I'm kind of boiling too, honestly. I'm fucking sweating. Don't you just love the summer?
Yeah. Video game. Yeah, I need to take
Video
my
game.
headset for a second to get this up. It's off.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, damn, even the interludes are really good on this album.
Yeah, literally.
It doesn't even feel like an interlude, it's also really long.
Yeah, it's like damn, those are interludes. Like damn, they're just like really good for a fucking interlude.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we got the next one, which is Mama. Mama.
This might just be
Uh,
mom and nothing else. It's still like really, it's still like
yeah,
really good for the title. It's still really good. It's kind of like like returning back to one's roots. Which in
yeah,
this case, it's like oh, since of like the racial struggles, it's like returning back to like the return back to Africa.
Yes. And basically, and also just around his own personal growth after the
Yeah,
songs he mentioned in For Sale. So yeah, it's really nice, and I do like the progression here, like going from the more somber tone of For Sale to like this more slightly upbeat tone of Mama. It's really nice.
yeah, it's really nice. You do get to see sort of a progression, the more like a positive spin on thing as thing goes on.
Yes. Then you got the next one, which is Hood Politics.
Oh yeah, and this one's also really good.
Yeah, I
Good.
think that's the one with the boo boo.
Yeah,
Yeah, but even despite how kind of funny it sounds, it is again really good.
yeah, it's kind of like almost like tributing like to like the other rappers that have fallen like in the past.
Yes, it basically just like giving the listener an outlook that like hood knowledge or the title hood politics is like all he knew since he was a kid.
Yeah,
So it's a really good insight on what his like childhood was like and just what he knows.
yeah, just the you get like the perfect like look into things.
Yeah, basically. All right. Then he got the next one, which is How Much a Dollar Costs, featuring James Fauntleroy and Ronald Eiley.
Oh yeah, this one's really fucking good.
Yeah, this is another one of my favorites. This one basically like him, Kendrick pondering the true meaning of attaining wealth as it's connected to like a story of how he refused to give a homeless man $1 or 10 South African rand, as mentioned in the song itself, and just expressing regret towards it after like I think it was like reading a verse in the Bible, since there's a lot of like mentions of God in this album, since from what I can tell he's like pretty religious.
Yeah, I don't have I'm not religious myself, but if it's like done like really well in like an album, it's
Yeah, especially since no, people are different. People express forgiveness and regret differently, and this is just one of them. And again, it's like really good.
yeah, it does it really well in this album.
Yeah, and especially like the chorus. I fucking love the chorus.
Yeah, it's
Since you got
really
yeah, it's like James, from the perspective of God, just like it serves as like it's serving like a really nice transition from like not of like Kendrick not refusing to like give the homeless man the money to like him like expressing that regret and like realizing the wrongdoing pretty much.
yeah,
It does a really perfect job at capturing like obviously the heavenly tone to it. It's pretty as fuck. It makes me want to levitate.
yeah. It makes me want to go Minecraft or creative mode myself.
Hell yeah! this, this makes me want to ascend to a greater being. It is so heavenly. I love it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Next one is Complexion, Zulu featuring Rhapsody.
yeah. This is one's kind of like own complex about like one's own complexion and like just like the different the kind of like just like kind of like figuring out your different like parts and just like learning to love it all for me, I think.
Yeah, especially since this song also deals with a lot of colorism. So
Yeah,
yeah, especially since that also like affects like black people a lot. So yeah, again, it does a really good job at delivering that sort of message.
yeah.
Garfield card first same chat.
Garfield Kart.
Garfield card. Yeah, the song's like really good. The next one is The Blacker the Berry.
Yeah. This
This
one's especially like even heavier than the other tracks about racism.
Yeah, this was one of my favorites. You know, the vocal delivery here was like really, really great since you can actually like feel the aggression. You know, and that Kendrick
Yeah,
has towards the people against him and just the black community in general. It's like very powerful. I really love it.
yeah, you kind of get like the actual full struggle there.
Yeah, it kind of goes like full circle. I kind of see it as like the climax of the album.
Yeah, you really just go to so like the like oh just like kind of like the sheer hatred for the sort of thing. It'd be this like nicer just to like live in peace.
Yes. Yeah, then got the next one, which is "You Ain't Gotta Lie" in parentheses. Mama said,
Garfield goes to Nevada. Not so true.
"So
Uh,
true."
but yeah, you ain't gotta lie. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. This one I heard is like basically just talking about the quote: "The loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room," and it's honestly like a really good like representation of that quote. And like um,
Oh yeah.
you know, yeah, like the weakest one tends to like try to like flaunt around and all that crap.
Yeah.
Especially in this case where just like other people in the hip hop scene. So yeah, it does again portray that really well.
Yeah, it really does. It's just kind of like just oh, you think you're so cool, but it's just kind of like you don't really gotta do all this to prove yourself. You're kind of getting annoying.
Yeah, basically, it's really good at portraying that emotion. So it's basically just like you don't gotta do all that.
You really don't gotta do all that.
Yeah. All right, then you got the next one, which is just called "I," which has multiple different versions.
Yeah, you've got the single music video version, which and then there's also the actual album version.
Yeah, both are really good though.
Yeah, in their own way. I can't pick a favorite personally.
Same. But this one like serves as like basically the polar opposite of you. Basically saying that despite all the turmoil in our society, especially with all the themes of like racism and all that stuff in this album, the first thing we have to do is just to love ourselves before you can like learn the rest of the world. And it's
Yeah,
a really nice message, and it's delivered really, really well.
yeah. This one's
With
just about pure self-love.
Yeah, yeah, and you really do feel that with like the vocal delivery, the lyrics, and the instrumental. It's really good.
I love myself.
Uh, Excuse me. Anyways, speaking of music video, there's a music video.
Yeah, that's also really good.
Yeah,
Uh, cause you got like it just kind of like shows like just like finally like self-love. You just kind
yeah,
of
pretty
shows
much.
like just more like a cheery atmosphere after like a lot of the set early in the album.
Yeah,
Like despite
uh,
everything, he still has like a positive outlook on things.
yeah, it's really nice. Oh shit, I followed you.
Thank you. Welcome to the channel.
But yeah, forgot what I was gonna say. Next one, or at least the last one. Mortal Man.
From Paper Mario, the effects in your toy.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this one is obviously the longest one of the album, being 12 minutes compared to the usual like 4 to 5 minutes.
Yeah,
So this album has, but it's also like for a really, really good reason.
yeah. because like oh yeah you got like the main song first, which is like normal length, I think.
Yeah, like 3.5 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, I want to say.
Yeah, which you just kind of like got like, oh, if you if things ever get rough for me, will you still be behind me? Will you still be a fan of my stuff? Will I still have a
Yeah,
legacy?
basically like trying to like inspire people to like follow, whatever he's got. Especially since it's like also kind of like a tribute to like Nelson Mandela, um, a protester for like for stop trying to like against racism and shit, and dedicating like 20 plus years to that really before he passed away.
Yeah,
So it's like really nice, and man, I fucking love the instrumental as well. It's like really, really nice. Gives like a more like mellow sort of thing, especially after the high energy of I. It's like the cool down, kind of like the aftermath of that sort of thing, like the
yeah.
reflection of it all.
And then you've got after that you've got the end part, which is pretty long, but it's like really well done. Cause
Yeah,
yeah, you find you get to see the full poem there.
yeah, the full poem, and also like as well, you have like Kendrick quote unquote interviewing Tupac, basically
Yeah,
like doing like a fake interview sort of thing, since Tupac is like a big inspiration for Kendrick, and you really do see that throughout this album, which is really nice to see. And again, it's like done really really well, especially since you have like um in this song just like splicing like a bunch of like Tupac interviews together to like have create this like whole sort of theming of what the album was trying to say with like racism and our society as a whole and whatnot, and what we can do about it.
yeah. The future basically just what's gonna happen now.
Yeah, it's really really great. And a part that does stuck out to me aside from everything is just at the end where it just ends so suddenly, just with Kendrick being like Pac. And I remember like reading that Genius annotation. It describes it perfectly. Just like it cuts off so early because Tupac's life was cut off so early.
Yeah,
I think I think he was like killed in like in his like 20s, early 20s. I want to say like 23. I could
yeah,
be wrong, but yeah, it does just show that. And you know, since he's left such a legacy, it's up to others to like keep that legacy going forward. Making hip hop that inspires people, and I feel like Kendrick's doing that really, really well. And I do see a lot of that Tupac inspiration in him, with not only this track but this album as a whole. It's genuinely, genuinely amazing.
yeah. Like it feels like a very earned tribute for the end.
Yeah, yeah, legit, legit. It is honestly the perfect end to this album. I love it.
Yeah, it's genuinely the perfect track, perfect end. It's probably my favorite one just for that.
Honestly, yeah, it is just amazing, just straight up perfect. Like all I put in my notes is just wow, because again, it left me incredibly speechless. Like holy shit.
It just kind of like in Saka, just how like amazing that whole experience was, and it just ended so perfectly.
Yeah. Like holy shit. How did I not listen to this before? God.
Well, I
Yeah, that
guess thank
was.
God for the drama and Drake getting like losing recently, so that we had a chance to talk about this.
Yeah, so LMFAO, I do it before we get to the final thoughts, I do want to mention I did listen to one of Drake's albums out of curiosity. Certified Lover Boy. Certified Lover Boy, Certified Pedophile. That album was actually shit.
You could have been listening to this instead.
I could have been listening to this instead, but nah, I was too curious on that Drake album because everyone was making fun of it. So I'm just like, you know what? It can't be that bad. I almost fell asleep to one of the fucking songs. I'm not even kidding. It was just dreadful.
Dr- Drake try not to make a super boring song challenge impossible.
Literally. Okay, Tupac was 25 when he died, so I was close, but still, though, he died. He was gone way too fucking soon, man.
God damn.
But yeah, that's the end of To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah,
Fuck, man. What a what a masterpiece, honestly. I can see why it's like the top rated on both album of the year and Rate Your Music. It is stellar.
yeah. Like honestly, I was like, I figured it's gonna be like really good. Obviously, like I've heard like stuff from him before. I've heard like the alright song from this album before it because of the Mario RPG stuff, like I mentioned. I also heard the diss tracks, and I've now also and we've also seen him a few times in earlier collaborations in the show, and he's kind of like
Mhm.
in like some mid songs, and he's kind of like just carried the mid albums, and he's kind of like carried those specific tracks.
Yeah, like I remember it was like in I forgot the track's called, but I remember like one of the tracks in Awakened Starboy does feature Kendrick Lamar, and like while the song itself was incredibly, man, Kendrick's verse was great and like carried the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, and then there's also obviously Bad Blood by Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, yeah, he was in that. Yeah, that song was shit, but Kendrick's verse was pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we listen to a full Kendrick Lamar album.
Yeah.
Fucking hell! Again, that was amazing. I think what I like about this is like I like how like unpredictable it is. Basically, like you got like some themes down, some concrete themes, about racism and all that shit. But
Mhm.
now all the styles it's going for, all the vocal deliveries, all the different instrumental and that shit, all of them blend together so perfectly.
Yeah, like there's like so much different stuff going on here, and yet it makes such like a fluid experience.
Yeah. It's really
Like,
not only really great to listen to, but it does make you like think a lot. It's so
like I
thought
think
provoking.
especially like I think it like works as like perfectly as like like the songs themselves are like good and like their own on their own, but like put together it's just like kind of like the perfect like experience album.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Like holy shit.
But like it just makes like a perfectly like well put together experience as a whole.
Yeah. It's great. It's fucking great. I love it so much. It's like an absolute like 10 out of 10 for me.
Same. Like I genuinely didn't think it was gonna. It might be my new. It might be a new peak for me.
Same actually. I was thinking that too. Just like, oh shit, yeah, this is actually peak.
Like this actually kind of like reached a new peak for me that I was not expecting.
dude, if I could, like I would like the songs I mentioned, it made me feel like I was ascending, like genuinely, like not even as a joke.
Like yeah, like this is like genuinely kind of like I genuinely kind of just like stunned after like the whole thing. I just like holy shit. I kind of need.
Same,
I was just like thinking about it for like the rest of the night before I went to sleep.
same, dude. It's just like man, what a fucking album. I think that's the last thing I said before I fucking went to sleep. Just like man, what an album.
Like I was just genuinely kind of like just like in the shower, just like damn.
Yeah, I can see why. I can see why it's great. I can see what's number one.
Yeah, definitely a perfect like album experience. God damn.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
yeah,
every once
rank
it's just kind of like oh I was gonna say a bit more.
Oh yeah, you can go ahead then.
Yeah, it was just kind of like that, like I said, that perfect experience. Like I feel like it's like really just like want the sort of album that's like there's sometimes these sort of albums that are just like these sort of pieces of media that are like super special. It's just like a whole experience just for every once in a while. And like I haven't
Yeah,
had that in for music yet until now. Today, after all that suffering from the album, from like other
yeah,
shits and like the all that crazy shit, and we finally did it on this show. This show's
yeah.
genuinely like been like crazy for my music taste.
Same. Like I'm like, now I'm just like really down to like listen to more of his albums.
Same.
Like I can see why like people perceive him as like a fucking genius. Cause they just like yeah, like he is. Like again, like so much like good production from like him and his team. Great flow, like a lot of different flow styles from here. A lot of great vocal delivery and just really good lyrics. Again, it's like it's really again it really makes you think. As corny as it is to say, it genuinely does. It
Yeah,
really
like
just talks
I don't like using deep a lot because it's just like oh it kind of just gets like misused a lot. The word deep, but this is like genuinely actually deep.
yeah.
Like holy shit.
It's again an absolute 10 out of 10. I can't I can't wait to listen to this in the fucking car a lot.
Yeah, stellar, like perfect experiences just as a whole, just for like those right times.
Yeah.
I was honestly kind of feeling like kind of set for some things before then. It just kind of genuinely increased my mood back up.
Same.
Uh, yeah, it's just genuinely so peak. That this I'm so glad we've done this show just for like stuff like this.
Same, yeah. Like, holy crap. Like, again, if it wasn't for the show, I wouldn't have really bothered listening to it, but now, like, my curiosity
Same.
peaked. Like, this show's, like, the perfect opportunity to, like, experience at least one of Kendrick's albums, and we picked the perfect one.
Yeah, we picked the perfect one.
Like,
God,
god damn.
that was really damn good.
For
Favorite
real.
tracks for me, Institutionalize These Walls, uh, Alright, uh, How Much Does a Dollar Cost, The Blacker the Berry, and, Mortal Man.
Yeah, yeah, those are my favorite tracks, too.
Yeah, those ones are especially so good.
Yeah. Yeah,
uh,
but every track is like really good. Just those like
yeah,
just stand out just a little bit more, but still, again, a perfect album all
uh,
around.
before you leave, I do want to make a couple of end episode announcements.
Okie dokie.
Real quick. Yeah, one of the things is kind of feeling a bit sad about is like just the delays with Just Greer, but I think I finally have like a plan set up to finally like get it done for like next week at like the during next week, and then it should be able to come out the 28th, I think, this
Yippee!
month. Because I have to wait 2 weeks before I can release it, admittedly, since the to like get it on stores, it just like the process like takes 2 weeks.
All right.
Yeah, we'll talk about that then. Uh, Next time we also have a special half episode on the show.
Yeah.
For Sunday for one of my for a friend's album, Sunpai Soda. He has the soda new Super Soda Brothers. I think it was. That's what he called it.
I think so. Yeah. I forgot the name.
Yeah, that we're gonna be reviewing. We're gonna be talking about that with him on there. So stay tuned for that.
Yes, sir. On Sunday, right?
Yeah, Sunday. And before that, we also have we're gonna do a special game race, Bookworm Adventures.
Yep.
And that's
It's
the
gonna be tomorrow on our both of our channels, I believe.
yes, both of our channels.
Yeah, pretty much like what I did with the home slice races with Red, just racing Josh and book and this time it's only game Bookworm Adventures. It's really fun though still, so yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
be an interesting race.
I actually had a fun time with it.
Yeah, it's and what I learned very quickly is that it's also incredibly difficult.
Yeah, it's comically difficult. Like way harder
So
than you think.
yeah. So LMFAO. So yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Uh, I think that's it for announcements. But I do want to say with that I also want to say that Bookworm Adventures is by the same people who made Plants vs Zombies. Later, it's also really funny. Plants vs Zombies is like a lot of their other games from what I played, they're actually pretty hard. Then Plants vs Zombies is like super easy.
That's really funny. That is
Like
super
Bookworm
funny.
Adventures like way harder. Unironically.
That's so funny. That is actually really funny.
But yeah, that's about it. Let's try and get done with this race so we can rank this set.
Yeah. All right. Winner. Garfield Bar Balloon Reviews. Hi, Rena.
Irena.
Funny timing to like join, cause me and Joss again were like
Yeah,
fucking
we're
like
wrapping
gushing
up.
about the album. Yeah, and we just like gushed about the album for like the past hour.
Yeah. But yeah, just like alright, and we're at the end. Like I said, we just need to rank it.
Yeah, we just gotta rank. We just gotta rank the thingy. Gotta rank the album.
Wait, wait, I had it up and already. Hold on. I don't wanna be beaten. No.
All right, mozzarella Firefox.
Number
Yeah.
one.
Number one, absolutely. Fuck it. Like Discovery, I love you. But Kendrick Lamar's a Pippa Butterfly. Holy fuck.
We have a new peak in here.
New peak, finally.
Anyway, next time that's usually when we do our bi-monthly thing. But our monthly catch-up thing. Normally it'd be Daft Punk, but uh, you know,
We yeah, we basically finished all the main albums.
I didn't know. I did have the idea of going over uh the Modest Mouse compilation album, building something out of nothing. But I didn't know
hmm
if like if it, but I didn't know if like you wanted to put something in like between or just skip to that for now.
Uh, I forgot. I know like Daft Punk has some live albums, and I think they're also like pretty different from each other.
I was
Actually,
thinking about doing an episode on live albums.
oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, yeah, was saving up for that. Yeah, you can do the Modest Mouse compilation album. I got nothing in mind.
Alright, next time on the Garfield Kart album reviews, we're gonna be talking about Building Something Out of Nothing by Modest Mouse.
Yahoo!
Yippee!
It's gonna
Alright,
be interesting.
yeah, that's about it. See ya.